Hi, friends. This is Lisa Schmid. Welcome to the Stamper Studio. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and tonight we actually have a couple of our friends in the studio audience. Makes me feel like I'm so special. Welcome, Trudy, and welcome, Patty. So very fun. We have a Christmas card sampler class tonight after this, so we said, if you want to come and watch, whoo, it's so exciting. Anyway, we had a customer ask us, how do you ink your 3D embossing folder? So that's what I'm going to show you tonight. I made some, and one of them I was like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Shocker, right? It's really, really pretty. So I'm going to show you how to do that. That's kind of it. That's what I'm going to do. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to start by doing, let's see, I think I'm going to start with this one. So this is in our JD, January
the holiday
to December,
mini
July
catalog.
Yes, the holiday mini catalog. And what's the name of this one, Dave?
That one is Whimsical Woodland.
Whimsical Woodland. So I find one side, if you notice, one side has a line, and that Stampin' Up! Does that so that you can line up your paper perfectly on that line. So when I was doing the inking the 3D embossing folder, I put it on the lined side. That's how I could remember, because sometimes I'm like, well, which side do I put it on? I don't know. Let me grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss, otherwise known as the Big Boss, because these would not fit through the small one. When we use embossing folders, we're going to get rid of all these pieces, and we're just going to use, get all this out of the way, we're just going to use this number 4 plate. So just the base and the number 4, which is what it says right here. Okay, so I've got my ink on there. Now I'm like, oh, did it dry? I'm going to ink it again. And I'm going to put my trees here like that. I'm going to fold it, and I'm going to run it through, and you're going to be amazed. A little taste of stardom. I'm just kidding. All right, I'm going to push that way over there. So are you ready? Here's what it's going to look like. So there's what we got, but look at this. Isn't that so pretty? I know. So let's make that into a very simple card. So I was using the Old Olive ink.
Hi, Diane.
Hi, Diane. So I'm going to use the Old Olive designer series or design cardstock. That's what I'm trying to say. And then I'm just going to put this on here just like that. I didn't fold that very well, so let me just pull that back up. Okay, so that's on there. And then I'm just going to put a sentiment on it. I don't need to do a whole lot. So I'm just going to do the So Very Merry, because I think it's a really fun sentiment from this Trees for Sale. If you don't have this, I'm sorry, the dies are not available anymore. But the stamp set is still available in our holiday mini catalog.
Hey, Barb.
So, all right, I'm just going to go ahead and stamp that in our Old Olive again. I'm going to stamp it on a corner because I'm just going to cut it out. I'm not going to do any fancy, bless you, any fancy die cutting. I am just going to cut it and do a little angle there. And we'll pop that up, of course. Let me grab my dimensionals here. I have one there. I have them. Have no fear. They're right here. All right. Do you see some more? That's okay.
They're here somewhere.
Yep, I know they are. That's okay. So I'm going to use this. Oh, they're on this side. Thank you. Awesome. So we're going to pop this up like that and put this right here. So very merry. And then just to dress it up a little bit, this ribbon is a returning ribbon. Okay, so this is our mini ruffled ribbon. It's in real red, and it's just so pretty. So I'm actually just going to go around the whole card, and I'm going to put it up here at the top just to add a little bit of red, because it's a little heavy on the green. So I'm going to put this up here, and by putting it opposite the sentiment, it balances out this card a bit. Let's see. What do you think? I thought those trees were really amazing, honestly. It's one of those when it came through, I was like, oh, love it. I did. I was like, that's so pretty. All right. So just add a little red. Obviously, if I wanted to add some little red gems on the Christmas trees, I could do that or down here. But what a simple yet quite stunning card. Yeah? My studio audience is saying yes. I like getting some immediate feedback. That's sweet. Yeah, it's so pretty. Do you want me to do one more before your announcement?
Sure.
I'm not sure how many you have. So, all right, this one. No, I'm going to do a different one. Then I'll come back to that one. This one is the. It's in the January holiday mini. Go with Dave. Called the holiday mini catalog, and it is the one with the leaves. And I'm going to take that and just ink it with really Cajun Craze. I'm going to ink the side with the lines. And, you kind of wonder which side is better. This side goes in. So this is all inked. The outline is ink and the leaves will be white. Now, if I wanted to do this side, it's kind of opposite. I don't know. I'll show you. But let's do this one. Ink this all up like that. Good. Take a piece. I'm going to go with vanilla this time. Very vanilla for our fall colors. One thing I noticed is with this ink, it tended to see how it's starting to kind of change there a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. See that? It doesn't look solid. So I'm going to go back and make it solid and then quick put down my paper because I want it to really show up. All right, so here we go. Let's thread this through. This we don't need now. All right, let's go ahead and put this through here. And well, hopefully it comes out great.
And so that one's called Leaf Fall from the Holiday Mini.
Say it again.
Leaf Fall.
Leaf Fall.
I know, kind of backwards.
I know. Could they come up with any original? Okay, so I didn't hear any oohs and ahs on that one. But one thing I might do for this one is I might cut it here and use that piece. Because honestly, I'm not such a fan of all that Cajun on the bottom. But I could cut it, or I could cut it diagonally. Ooh, yeah, I'll do that. I like that too. There we go. Okay, so now I'm really getting more of what I thought was pretty, right? So this way, I guess, is how we would put it. I'm going to stick it on there. And I almost want to try the other side just to show you what that looks like. So something more like that. And that's just for the inside. You know what I'm going to do? But wait, I am going to cut this here and put another stripe. Because there's a lot of blank space right here. It's a little bit too much for me. So I'm going to put this this way. I'm probably going to need to trim my ends a little bit because let's get this out of the middle. Trim my ends a little bit because hello.
You attach it first and then cut them off.
Nope, because I have to have my little edge, and if I attach it, then I can't go back and pull it off. There, like that. I want a little gap in the middle. Yeah, I think to me that adds a little bit more. Yeah. Now, I am using this Fond of Autumn. And one thing we could do if we wanted to is we could stamp some acorns down here. You could stamp some leaves down here. I'm just going to put a sentiment down there. I'm going to do this thank you because that kind of is a little bit bigger. It'll take up that space. So let's get our thank you. If you have not used this stamp set, it is amazing because these divide up into many parts. This divides up into several different parts. So can you actually get the cards from the red box when you get a chance? All right, so let's go ahead and stamp this thank you. Again, I'm just going to stamp it on a little piece of Berry Vanilla. Ooh, I know, that's the fairly fancy part. And I'm just going to trim that. Again, I'm just going to do that kind of that simple angle. I don't know, a lot of people do that. I kind of like it. And I'm going to stick this right here. So I'm going to grab those dimensionals again and pop that up. They're in the red basket right here on by the spinny thing. Thanks. All right. And I do like to use my take your pick, which I think is right here, to pick off these dimensional tops because I find that quite easy to do. Pick, pick. As I say that, it sticks, right? It's all good. It's the way it is. All right. So I'm going to stick that right there. And then if I wanted a little something extra, I could add some ribbon. I could add some twine. I kind of like it though. I don't think I'm going to add anything. There was oh, here, this is the one I was thinking of. The linen, kind of it's really soft. It's kind of beigey. Now you could cover that up. You could put a bow or not. I think I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to add anything to that. Thank you. So I have to show you these because there's one more. Because that stamp set is so beautiful. Well, he didn't go for a walk tonight, so he's getting some exercise. It's all good. All right, so this stamp set, Fond of Autumn, I just want to show you how pretty is that. I got to raise it up so you can see it. Isn't that gorgeous? So I stamped this 4 times and I ended up making 6 cards. I stamped this image and colored it 4 times and I ended up making 6 cards. Very simple. Here's the one I was thinking of. So even though it says Autumn Wishes, doesn't have to be autumn. Look at that. And then this one also. Yeah, they don't have to be autumn. It's so, and of course this is the whole thing, which is also pretty. But actually, my favorite is this in kind of a green and brown. I just think it's really pretty. So, like I said, I stamped it 4 times, used the pieces, and made 6 cards with this Fond of Autumn. I wasn't as fond of it until I figured out how to do that, but I am very fond of it now. Okay, Dave, do you have my studio audience didn't laugh at that, so I think I'm a little.
That's all right.
All right.
They
Go
know
ahead.
where the real humor lies. So.
Oh, ouch. All right.
All right, so we have a new class coming up, new event coming up, Card Cafe. So on Saturday, September 10th from 10 to noon is the Card Cafe. What's the Card Cafe, you might ask?
What's the Card Cafe, Dave?
You get to come and make 10 cards. We will have 10 different designs, and you will choose 5 of those designs that you want to make. You'll make 2 of each of them. And the great thing is this is going to be an ongoing event. So next month, we will offer it again. 5 of the designs will stay the same, and there will be 5 new ones. So each month,
Nice.
5 new designs. You come, $25. $10 can be used as a credit on a $30 order that day.
What a deal.
You are all good to go. That one is going to be, like I said, September 10th. And as always, you go to thestamperstudio.com to register.
Thanks. I just love that graphic. I think we need to serve like coffee and pastries or something. Yes. It's just so cute. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize that's right in my face.
Well, because I moved it up so
I
you could
understand.
see.
Thank you. I'm like, oh, hello.
We'll move it back down.
No worries. Okay, I want to show you 2 others, and they are just so fun. Okay, the musical notes is a carryover. I need to move this one off. This one, otherwise, you know what's going to happen. That's going to end up everywhere. Now, on this one, I know I said put it on the line. However, this one, I don't want all this to be black, all that background. I just want the notes to be black. So I'm going to grab my black ink, my Memento ink. And when I do this, I see, oh, just the notes are getting covered. And that's really what I wanted. I tried it on this side and I was like, ooh, that's a little too much black for me. And I do it all different directions. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, that gets even more. I like that. See how it's darker? That's the applause for yourself. All right. So I'm going to have my musical notes go. It doesn't really matter, up and down or sideways. There we go. And we'll run that through here. Look how pretty. You can already see it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. So you got to try it. You know, you have to try this side and you're like, oh, I don't like that one. Try the other side and you'll be like, oh, it's gorgeous. So you just have to try it out and see which one you like. Here it is. Isn't that pretty? So there's a little bit of the black, but not like if I had stamped the other side, there'd be a lot more black.
I can't see.
I don't.
I know. Sorry, I'm working.
Ooh, yeah.
So Dave's working, so they can't see his monitor right now. And I'm not going to make a card out of this one because I have one more I want to show you. But isn't that fun? And I think this could be a fun Christmas card. Put it on red with some red ribbon. I mean, wouldn't that look just darling? Yeah, it could be just any Merry Christmas or anything.
Music teacher.
Yeah, music teacher. That's so pretty.
So Diane asked, do you always ink the raised side?
So that's a great question, Diane. Thank you for asking. So this side, this one was the raised side in that one. But in the Christmas tree, I inked the lined side, which was not the raised side. The side with this line on it is actually the inside. Does that make sense? Let's try the other side and see what happens. We already made one, but let's try this side. So this is the raised side. This side, I don't want to do the Cajun because it's just messy. So this side is not the raised side. It's the indented side. This side is the raised side. So let's take a look and see. We can actually do both at the same time because we are just, you can see different trees are coming up. I'm going to do both, and then we can compare them. How's that sound? All right. And I'm going to grab a piece of white cardstock and just, pardon?
Draw just a little line on that side so we remember which side has the lined side. Just draw a little dash right there.
I already set it down.
I understand.
So that's that.
Oh, I see. That's the knot.
No line. How about that? No line. There we go. That's going to be attractive. Just kidding.
Or just...
Yeah, because I'm like, well, the line is down and I don't want to pick it up. So let's run this through. We'll take a look at both sides. And that's what I was saying, Diane. You know what? You try it out. Maybe you're like, oh, that's really pretty. Or like with the musical notes, you might be like, I don't really like that. Okay, so this if I use the not right with the line, not with the line, this side, there is a lot less green. Because let's look at the original one. So it just depends on which you like. This is the raised side because you're only going to get the image. This is the raised and some of the background.
Yeah. One is more detail, one is more background.
For sure, for sure.
And depending on the embossing folder, you might, and on some of them where it's like a pattern, you don't even notice it as much sometimes.
Okay, I saved my best for last because as I was, welcome. As I was thinking about doing this, I thought, well, what about, oops, I need a piece of black cardstock, so sorry. I was thinking, what about if it was on a dark color and I used white? You know what, I have one, love. Sorry, I forget I have one right here. Thank you. If I used black cardstock with a piece of white, black with white ink is what I'm trying to say. There we go. And with the bricks, how would that work? So I want, let's see, I'm going to ink the side that is not, should I just do both so we can see? When I made the card, I inked this side and I really like the way it came out. So I think it's one of those you just kind of have to try it. I could do both sides so you can see and then we can make a choice there. All right, let's ink, 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 ink. See the bricks? That's really what I want to show up are the bricks, right? Because I want white bricks. On this side, I think it's going to be black bricks more with the white in the indented part. We'll just do both. This is the side I think I'm going to like. So here you can see there's less white bricks. And on this side, you can see there are more white bricks. All right. Boop. Let's go ahead and run that through. And then when I am done with these, I take them upstairs to the sink, run them under the water. They wash right off. And I put them in the drain and pick them up the next day. So the drainer, I guess it's called. All right, are you ready? This is big ooh and ah. This is a big one.
Ooh.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, that's very cool.
All right, so let's look at the other side and see. Well, they both look good.
They both look good.
I don't know. So
I kind of like that one.
I kind of like this one too. Okay, so I made a card with this. I'm not going to make it to show you right now, but I made a card and I'm going to show you the card because it is, I'm going to pull this down. Oh,
Nope, just leave it.
just leave it. Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
You are amazing. How fun is that? Isn't that cute? So using the You Are Amazing dies, it also has thanks. But I was thinking like graffiti, what would look like graffiti? And I just thought, wow. Yeah, white grout. Exactly right, Diane. I just think, oh, that's cool. So this one I did use this side. You can see that. This side has more of the white grout.
Sorry, I have to say, who said it would look like graffiti?
Diane?
No.
Me?
I said it would.
Oh, sorry. I think my right answer was Dave said it would look like graffiti. But isn't that pretty? I just really, really like it. I think it's, yeah. I was like, whoo, winner on that one. And you could do it on cherry cobbler to make like more like a red brick or anyway, lots of options. Dave, did you have one more announcement or was that it?
That was it.
Okay.
I forgot what
Well,
I had teed up. That's it for what I have teed up.
that's for all you have teed up. Okay. Let's go ahead. So so now you've learned how to make, let's see, where's the other one? There's one more. I do know. Oh, I probably put it over here. Here it is.
Over there.
Sorry,
Yep.
very merry. So you can see lots of different ways. They do look, I mean, they do look really different. I almost like this one better. I don't know. I like them both. This one. Yeah. This one, yeah, I think because this one, the image doesn't cover the entire embossing folder, that this one is probably not one of my favorites to do this technique with, unless you cut it like we did here, because there's so much blank because the image is only on half of it. Well, if you try that, let us know because we certainly want to see what you make. Put it in the comments. And other than that, like the page, share it with a friend. It's a super busy week for me, but I hope that you stamp for me because tomorrow night's open house night, and then on Friday I'll be stamping for sure. All right, friends, I will see you. Let's see, today's Wednesday. I'll see you on Saturday morning, and my first weekend before school starts. All right, friends, have a great rest of your week. Happy stamping.